I mentioned in a previous video that I was looking for the perfect pot for my philodendron hope, and the other day I popped into TK Maxx and I found this one, and I thought this was perfect for it. They always have some really good pots in TK Maxx, and these ones came in different sizes, so I also got this size and this size too, and I've put my philodendron Beatier in it. So I've got 3 of the same pots but in different sizes. And yeah, I think this one looks really nice in here. I also had a little bit of a disaster the other day. I was putting a pole extension on my cebu blue, and unfortunately a whole load of vines just came crashing down and they broke off. So I had to propagate a load of it. One of them was the longest vine too. So yeah, the plant is looking a bit bald now, and I've popped them in this water and I'm really hoping that they will root, so we'll see. But what's done is done. Not much I can do about it now. They kind of look quite pretty in this jar, but I just really hope that they will root because we're in some really cold weather at the moment in the UK. So it's not ideal really, and yeah, these were the fenestrated pieces as well, the most mature pieces, but these things happen, and as I say, what's done is done, so let's just hope they root. And the other day I was making a video of all of my plant hauls from 2024. You may have seen it by now, but I noticed in there how small my pink princess was when I bought it, so I thought I'd do like a little comparison. This is what it's looking like now, and I will put on screen what it was looking like when I first bought it. So yeah, that was kind of cool to see how much it has grown. And I know I've been a bit mean to this plant in the past, and I've called it a poopy princess because it mostly puts out brownie coloured leaves, but I'm still enjoying it and it's nice to see that it's thriving. And yeah, I'm definitely going to keep going with this plant, even if it doesn't put out much pink. Maybe one day it will put out some pink, but yeah, the last leaf that came out on it is much smaller than the previous leaf. And the thing is, that usually happens when a plant's not getting enough light, but I had this plant in a much higher light situation than it was in. I'd moved it into my kitchen window where basically it's kind of prime light there. So I thought that I might get more pink and bigger leaves, and it put out a smaller leaf. So I don't know what it wants anymore, but it is what it is. And this is my umbrella plant propagation. And you can see it's got the 2 leaves coming out there, 2 new ones, which is really cool. And I think it's just about ready to be potted up. You can see it's got some really good roots in there. So I'm thinking I will pot this up soon. But yeah, it's nice to see that it's doing well, because this was one of the ones that had root rot, and yeah, it's got some really nice variegation in it. So I'm glad that that one has succeeded. Maybe there's hope for my cebu blue. I am keeping my fingers crossed. I also have a few new plant pots. There's this really cute little bird pot. And I don't actually have a plant to go in this yet, but I do have some propagations on the go, so eventually I will. And then also this little piggy one. Very cute. And then also this one. And I'm actually going to put my umbrella plant propagation in this one when I've potted it up. So I've been saving it for that. I'm not sure if actually that is an umbrella plant on the picture, but either way, I think this pot will really suit that cutting. So yeah, I'm going to put it in there. I've also got some of these mushroom propagation jars, and I don't actually have anything in them yet, but yeah, I thought they were cool. They were actually being sold as drinking vessels with straws in, so I just got rid of the straws, and yeah, I figure I'm going to use them as propagation jars. And they kind of have a fairly large opening, and then I figured it would be quite good for holding the plants in, and there's a little bit of space in there to grow their roots. I am absolutely itching for spring to come back around because I'm really ready to do some propagating, and it feels like only yesterday I was saying that I'd had enough of propagating, and we're probably only a week into the cold weather and already I'm missing it. So I know I'm going on a lot about my Syngonium albo at the moment, but you can see all the new leaves it's putting out. You can tell they're the new ones because they're kind of a little bit more translucent, but it's just putting out loads and loads of new ones. It's getting really full already, and yeah, I'm really excited for this one. It seems to be doing well, and I feel like maybe we're through the initial danger phase of it not doing well, and hopefully it's doing okay. Let's see, we've got, oh, there's another new leaf. It has, yeah, loads of new growth. There's another one. Yeah, this makes me so happy. I've wanted one of these for ages, and finally I have one that appears to be flourishing, and it's growing too. And I have to say, my other Syngoniums appear to have pretty much stopped growing. I think my Syngonium white butterfly is kind of trying to grow new leaves, but they don't seem to have come out for a while. My Syngonium mojito and my pink Syngonium have both stopped growing, so I don't know. Usually my Syngoniums tend to carry on a little bit. Maybe they will come back a bit more once the weather isn't quite so cold, because yeah, it's hitting quite cold at the moment. Now, I've spoken before about how I'm not too keen on this plant, Philodendron brandtianum, so I decided to give it a stick. Now, I know it's not a proper moss pole or anything, but I thought for now, if I just give it a stick, maybe that will help it a little bit to kind of, and I've given it a bit of wire as well to attach it, because it's only small at the moment, so I figured this would suffice. But I was kind of hoping that maybe if I gave it something to grow up, it might encourage it to kind of grow a bit nicer. But I'm just really trying to love this plant. It does look really nice when the leaves size up and everything. I don't know. It does seem to be growing really well, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I really, really want to love this one, and I kind of semi-do, but I don't think it does very well unless you give it something to climb. And I can't really give it a proper pole at the moment because it's in such a small pot, so I figured this stick would just be enough to give it a bit of support, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, take care.